Why you know what to do, but still don't do it. There's a huge difference between knowing something and actually doing it. Most people don't fail because they lack knowledge. They fail because of internal conflict. You know what you should do. You know what's good for you. You know what would move your life forward. And yet, you don't do it. Not because you can't, but because a part of you doesn't want to. And that doesn't make you weak. It makes you human. Inside you, there isn't just one mind. There are multiple forces pulling in different directions. One part wants progress. Another wants safety. Another wants comfort. And another just wants everything to calm down. When those forces aren't aligned, paralysis shows up. You stay stuck. Not because you lack ability, but because there's too much inner conflict. From the outside, it looks like procrastination. From the inside, it feels like tension. The brain always chooses what reduces immediate discomfort, not what guarantees long-term growth. That's why you do what's easy before what's important. Not because you're lazy, but because your nervous system is looking for relief. And this is where something crucial comes in. The emotional cost of taking action. Every meaningful action has an invisible price. Putting yourself out there, making mistakes, being judged, changing how others see you. That price isn't paid with physical energy. It's paid with identity, and identity is fragile. That's why so many people say, I want to change, but live as if they don't. Because changing isn't just about doing something new. It's about letting go of who you've been. And the mind resists that. Not because you're broken, but because the brain was designed to preserve, not to transform. This leads to another silent problem. The fantasy of being ready. When I have more time, when I know a little more, when I feel prepared, that's not planning. That's elegant procrastination. Here's the uncomfortable truth. No one ever feels ready before they change. Clarity doesn't come before action. It comes after. First you move, then you understand. But your mind wants guarantees before taking the step, and life doesn't work that way. Another common mistake is believing motivation is stable. It isn't. Motivation is emotional, and emotions fluctuate. Waiting until you feel like it is a slow way of quitting. Consistent people aren't the most motivated ones. They're the ones who reduce friction. They don't negotiate with their mind every day. They decide once and execute many times. This is the key shift. Don't ask yourself, what do I want to achieve? Ask instead, what small decision can I close today? Open decisions drain energy. Closed decisions create relief. When you decide in advance what you're going to do, at what time, and for how long, you eliminate internal debate. And without debate, action happens. Here's another uncomfortable point. Guilt doesn't help. Guilt looks like discipline, but it's actually punishment. And no one builds consistency through punishment. Treat yourself like someone you want to help improve, not someone you need to correct. Sustainable change doesn't come from pressure, it comes from design. Design your environment, so moving forward is easy, and going backward is uncomfortable. Fewer options, fewer distraction, more structure. You don't need a perfect plan. You need a simple system that works even when you don't feel motivated. And here's the final truth. If you know what to do, but you don't do it, it's not because you lack willpower. It's because you haven't resolved the internal conflict between who you are and who you would need to become. That conflict isn't solved with force. It's aligned through clarity, small decisions, and consistent action. Don't ask yourself why it's so hard. Ask yourself what part of you you're trying to protect. That's where the answer is. And that's where real change begins.